Alright, here we are at the Observatory, which is our safe place. You will not find any enemies here, and even your ghost will not attack you in this area. If you come here and you die, you fall, whatever, you will find your ghost over there meditating at the center of that platform. Anyway, before we pick up anything, let us go to the first floor. I think it's the first floor. Oh, never mind, it's the second floor. Okay, let's go to the second floor and run all the way to the right side. So that we can come here and drop down this platform. Let's take this lift. And here starts an endless parkour, basically. We just jump from one to another, and then we just climb up many different platforms. Oops. I seriously hope I don't fall down here anywhere. That would be really tragic. Okay, let me check left and right. No, nothing there. No need to risk it and jump over there. I'll just try to find another way to the top. Just pick that up. Bridge synchronizer. I explained the bridge synchronizer to you last time, I think. With this item you can synchronize other bridges and traverse between them. Pick up this gold coin. I think you find around 4 gold coins in this area. Maybe even 5. Maybe even 5. I'm sure there was something else here. No? Let me just go back. Maybe I'm mistaken and there's actually nothing else here. Oh no, there it is. Okay. See, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't entirely wrong. Pick up this Graphite Heat Shield. And now, go all the way up. And try to jump to that platform without dying. Congratulations, me, I made it. Let's run. Grab that. And basically do that again. And ooh my god, did you see that? Holy moly, that was wow. Okay, that was too much pressure. I put too much pressure there. Let's try it again and hopefully this time it will work. Okay. Wow, I had luck. Okay, second gold coin. The third is over there. I always miss it, you know. Whenever I go on that platform, I just immediately go to the, I think to the left, yeah. And I always miss picking that one up. But it's okay, I can pick it up later. Okay, so this is an informational spot for us. Remember when the Omnius being told us to gather information, so this is one of the places where we can gather information. Let's just go here and read these random messages. Just before I start reading them, know that I think these messages are kind of like insider / troll messages by the devs. Fear your complacency, Tom. Long live the Chope Goblin, Gobosh. My sanity points have reached 0, Nathan. Anything is possible for a valiant heart. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The point of hell is redemption. Steel yourself for its harrowing journey. The Metallizer. Pick up another healing proficiency. Now we have 2, I think. Love you, Susan, forever. Mark. Thank you, Mark. You're so sweet. Your journey has begun and then you died. Pterodax. Be the one to make a better future. George. In tattered halls and walls torn red, could you help me find my hat? Okay, so that's that. Now let's go back and hopefully I can make the jump and pick up these last 2 items here without falling down and having to do everything all over again. One. 2. So this is the 3rd gold coin, right? Okay, let's go. And we're back. Wonderful. Okay, let's leave this dome. It's giving me... I don't want to say it gives me anxiety, but it makes me feel uncomfortable being here. I feel I'm gonna fall any time. And that's not a nice feeling to have. Okay. Yeah. I had to stand a bit closer to it to get the... what? There you go. Okay, let me check here. Yeah, I think it's the 4th from here, so 1, 2. I'm still checking them. I don't want to miss anything. 2, 4. Yep, okay, this one. This one is it. This one had the item. And 4. Where are you? There you are. Mind vessel. Yeah, the thing about mind vessels is a mind vessel. What is that? A vessel, I guess everyone knows what that is, but I will just call it a box. A box that contains the soul of an unknown being. So it might be one of the great ones. I'll just call them that. You know, one of these entities that roam this universe, this space station now, since we're in a multiverse and many different gods and beings just decided to pass by and say hello. Anyway, let's come here and press this button. But the gallery is closed, so we cannot get in here. However, we can come here and use this lift again. What you should always do, if you see these yellow circles on thingies, always inspect them and always write down these codes. It's not just an informational spot, but you will need these codes later on to open certain doors. So yeah, write this down. It might come in handy. You'll pick up the actions and then drop down here. Over there we have these 2 benches and we need to go there because there's an item that we should pick up. So how do we get there? Let's just come over here. And then you see this flag. And basically just drop down here. Now we can pick this up. And to leave this place, we drop down once again. And we're here. Now I will be circling around this place to pick up any item that I have forgotten to pick up. Let's start with the first floor. Actions. This gate is not yet open, however, once we're done with the observatory, this gate will be open and we can continue forth to, I think, the Archology it was. Was there anything here? No. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Second floor. We were here before, however, I will set circle around again because I have trust issues with myself. And I don't want to miss out on good stuff. So. Let's run around. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. Okay. Now let's take this one because there is an item there. So this is the right. Well, when you exit from the gate to the observatory, this is on the left. So this is the left door, and on the other side is the right door. This is the left door, and it had this item here. And now I'll be making my way up. And we were here before. There, I don't think there's anything left here. I think I picked up everything there was. Over here at the gallery, there's nothing there. Here we jump down to get to the, I think it was carbon scraps. However, I will still check everything and make sure there's really nothing here that I have missed. Yeah, right. Over there we went on that platform and then I think the dome. Yeah. Okay, now there's nothing else here, so I can just go back downstairs. Let's go back downstairs and do another parkour. Okay, you guys. Was it this way? No, sorry. Sometimes I get confused too. So, okay, it was here. Let's go down this stairs. However, let's go down another set of stairs. In these here, they do not serve as informational spots. They just give us as a user more information. I will go through them after I've picked up this item. And now we can just make our way through them. Hordes of enemies can appear during an accretion storm as well as powerful demonic entities. That's what I had explained earlier. When the two parallel lines on our clock start glowing red, that's when the accretion storm has occurred, which I personally call the hell time. So it usually occurs between 3 o'clock something and 9 o'clock something. And then we have if the black hole is present in the sky, enemies will become more powerful and drop better rewards. And the black hole time occurs when our clock hand and that golden circle that you see on the clock match. I don't know how else to describe it. So that's when the black hole is present in the sky. Okay, let's continue here. Okay. There's really nothing interesting here that I have not explained yet. Okay, what else? Dodge. Dodge attack. Okay. When a conductor is attached to a weapon, a new elemental ability can be activated temporarily. We will get into conductors in a minute. Okay, Omnicube, we have deployed the Omnicube. Here we can actually access this area because we picked up, if you remember, this always lags on me. There you go. We have picked up the Port Issoudun credentials after we unlocked a hidden door, if you remember. So because we did that, we can actually access this area. However, I will not be going here yet. I will come back here at a later time, and then we can do whatever is awaiting us in that area. Now that we've dealt with that, let's go on this platform and pick up the ancient warrior armor. I will equip this for you guys. I think you've seen this before, pretty much. Everyone's running around with this, I think. So yeah, that's it. It's actually not even that heavy, but I'm a freak for being quick. So even this, to me, is slow. And therefore, I will unequip it again. It looks pretty cool, but it's just too heavy for me. Let's interact with this. And now you see that this entire construct is actually a window. How awesome is this? I think this is pretty amazing. And this thing I call the Master Breach. If you have the Breach Synchronizer, which we just picked up one, let me find it. I'm still not acquainted with this UI, I'm sorry. Where is... oh, there it is. Can be used to connect breaches together and travel between them. So, once you do this on a breach, not this one, a different one, it will synchronize it with this main breach, and then you can traverse between that breach and this breach. Awesome. However, there are only a handful of these breach synchronizers, so use them sparingly. As we proceed through the game, I will tell you which breaches I prefer to synchronize, so maybe you can orientate yourself on that, or you just go with whatever, you know, you prefer. However, don't use them up just for the sake of it, just because you're feeling lazy. Okay. Pick up the strength melee conductor and pick up the reflex melee conductor. Yeah, it's a lot of reading today. So, equip it on a melee weapon at an upgrade station to improve melee weapon damage based on reflexes, and this one based on strength. This is the weapon editor, and here we can upgrade our weapon. So let's say I would want to upgrade the pipe, and since the pipe, well, it's mainly a strength, but you can also use the reflex melee conductor on it and upgrade your reflex with it if you prefer that, and then you can, yeah, basically upgrade your weapon. I will not do that because the pipe is not my weapon of choice, and there are not that many conductors in this game. Upgrading stuff is expensive, it costs resources, and I just don't want to waste it. So I will wait until I find what I like and until I find the conductors that I like. So for now I don't need it, it's not necessary. Once I'm ready, we will cover that in the Let's Plays. So let's exit here. Looks pretty cool, right? I mean, I think it's amazing that everything here looks kind of like the computers in the 80s. So, gigantic devices. Okay, here we have some more machines. This one is a tech station. It's basically the same as the occult station, which we saw earlier at the embassy. Here you can do the same things. You can process your materials, which I'm just gonna go with. Or you can print a model. I could print the restored heat shield or the crush shield. I cannot, however, print the demon cannon. We cannot do that since this is an occult weapon and we would need the occult station for it. I hope you still remember the difference between tech weapons and occult weapons. Let's just refresh our memory that tech weapons are scaled with cognition and occult weapons are scaled with foresight. However, not every weapon that we can print at a tech or an occult station means that they're scaled with one of the others. As you can see on the tech station here, we can print a crush shield or a heat shield. So I would just say that on the tech station you can print basic items, and on the occult one you can print demonic magical items. So the demon cannon is not something that is, let's say, human invention, so we print that at the occult station. If we come over here, we have the utility station, which is kind of our medical station. Yeah, it's even called medical station here, which is really weird why they called it utility station here. I don't know if you remember when we went to grab the EVA suit that we were exposed to radiation and then my health bar shrunk and I had the health penalty and I had to kill myself because I neither had a medical station nor an anti-radiation aid medicine, whatever you want to call it. So if I had this medical station thingy, obviously I could have just come here and healed myself. So as you can see, I can also consume like this right now and my health bar is back to normal. What you can also do here is upgrade our healing method. We picked up the healing proficiency, as you remember, so come here and consume the healing proficiency to upgrade the healing injection. We can do this once more since we picked up 2. What this does now is we still have just 2 injections. However, the more, let's say, a life force we leech off our enemies, so the more enemies we kill, the more our healing injection barometer fills up, and once it's filled up we can have 3 injections, and when we have 3 injections we kill more enemies, we can have 4 injections. However, when you die and you come back, you will still have just the 2. I'll pick up this super cool Antiquated officer glaive, which I don't think I can yet use as I don't have enough stats for it. What? Antiquated officer Glaive, a very old, damaged military sword that belongs in a museum. A versatile weapon combining wide swings with powerful stabs. If I come here now, I can actually use the officer's glaive and upgrade it. However, I'm missing metallic glass, so I still need to find some metallic glass to upgrade it. And I require 6, my strength on 6. So alright, now next what we do is we're gonna go another parkour. And hopefully I will not die here from all these earthquakes that are going on because of the hell time. For some reason I always get stuck on that wall when I jump and die here, so I hope this doesn't happen this time. Okay. Alright, let's pick that up. Come here and jump to this side. Drop down here. Ouch, that hurt. Maybe there's another way to do that. I don't know, I just always get hurt. And I'll drop down here, not too far over there. Pick that up. Until I'm rod. Drop down here again. Let me see. Drop down. Ooh, not sure which way. Drop down. Which way should I go now? Will I die when I go here? No, I made it. Nice. And drop down here. Now, there's another gold coin. And now we can pick this up. And the pathing. Let me read what the pathing does. A simple program that creates a temporary energy shell at regular intervals. Useful if you lack access to a map. Let me equip the pathing. Just to see what it does. Okay, let me check this for you. There you go. And I guess what it does is it just leaves these golden balls so we can find our way back. That's basically it. That's all it does. Alright, when you come up here, please do not kill this poor dude. He's just hungry and tries to be a decent being. When you talk to him, he will respond with away. Stomach hurts. Can't eat others. Eat. Eat. So let's open these first. And this one. The thing with this guy is, as we progress in the game, we can pick up certain materials that we can give him to eat. So for now, let him just stay there and suffer and quiet as we progress through the game. Alright, before we continue, let's come here and connect to this bridge, which we haven't done yet, so that we can gather some information by connecting to a new bridge, as well as to have a new save point, as I think our save point, in case that we would die, would be still in the boss fight area, the last one. And then we have to come back down here. Let's just change the Omni Cube so that we have this one. No, we don't want to do that yet. And then let's drop down here and here and pick up the carbon scraps, and now we can go to the last bridge that we have visited. It always takes a bit of time, so once we press yes, it will take some time until it activates. Alright, now that we have done this, I think we're done with this area. So let's go back to that gate, which was closed on us. And as you can see, now it's open and we can actually proceed to the next area. This here is just some information on co-oping, I think. So at the moment it's not of importance to us. You can pick whichever door you like from these. They all should bring you to the same place, which is the Archology, which we will cover next episode. So tune in for the Archology and I will be seeing you then. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.